Well, it's about time for another recording of reel-to-reel tape recorders. I've gotten some good feedback from many of you, and I appreciate that. I'm getting really close to 500 subscribers, and I need to do something special when I hit the 500 mark. I'll do some kind of a video. But anyway, it's pretty cool to see the interest in some of the technology. I wanted to show you a video today of a real sweet little recorder. You can see how tiny it is. It's a push button control, and I'll go into detail in just a moment. But this is a special find on eBay, and takes some work to get these going. There's fragile capacitor replacement work and trying to renew the rubber tires and things like that. But yeah, I really enjoy tinkering with these. So anyway, let's get right into it, and I'll show you the Electra 770. This is the Electra 770 Candid recorder. It is a very small reel tape recorder. As you can see, the size, pretty small, very good condition. Push button control. And look at how tiny the reels are. I want to compare it to the standard reel that we have been working with in these previous videos. So very tiny little reels. And they are also non-standard. If you'll notice the drive right here, and I'll zoom in for you. This beige colored ring is a rubber ring that presses down over the drive spindle. Has two heads, an erase head and a playback and record head. Has a speed control, built-in speaker and amplifier with the volume control, and it also plays out with the amplifier completely turned off. It plays out on the mic. I thought that was cool. Instead of M-I-C, they spelled an M-I-K-E, but whatever. It also plays out on this in an earphone when you have the mic turned off, so you can listen to it privately, or you can turn the speaker on and it's amplified speaker. It's in beautiful condition, as you can see. And I went through it today, spent about 3 hours replacing all the caps, and they all needed it. Every single one of them were bad, believe it or not. Some were a little close to their original. These larger ones were completely open. And most of them were double in value. And the reason that I went ahead and replaced the caps was because when I played the tape, I could barely hear any audio. There was some children conversations on the tape, and you could just barely hear them. And so I recorded using the there's the earphone, by the way. I recorded using this really nice lapel mic. Look at that. And again, it's got a real diamond on it. Not really, but hey, who knows? Can you imagine why they put that bling on there? But it's a lapel mic, and it's very sensitive. Works beautifully, as you'll see in just a moment. So that's the lapel mic. It also came with a strobe disc. And if you remember, I used a strobe disc on the record players to make sure that the record players are playing at the right speed. And this strobe disc works the same way. It works off of fluorescent lighting. And when the thing is turning, the lines appear to stand still at certain RPMs. So at 50 centimeters per second and 60 centimeters per second, there you have a little metal strobe disc just to set the speed of the drive. That's also, I use this on some other tape recorders to check the speed on them as well. The tape recorder is a rim drive, and if you remember, rim drive tapes speed up as the tape builds up on the reel here. It pulls the tape through faster because there's further distance for it to run. So if you record on this tape recorder and play back on this tape recorder, you won't notice a difference in the speed. But if you were to take this tape off, and you couldn't anyway because you can't use it on any other tape recorder, they're the special attachments here that are not used on any other tape recorder. But in any case, let's just listen to some stuff that I think I recorded on here. And the tape mechanism works pretty well. The spindle here, the motor comes up underneath the rubber tire, and in leaving it in the off mode pushes the motor up against the tire and leaves it that way. So what happens is, over a period of years, it creates an indentation on the tire, so it goes bump, 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 as we have seen that in a lot of the other videos. So what I've done here is I've taken the spindle off and sanded it down and got just about all of the notch out of the tire, so it plays a little more smoothly now. So let's see if there's anything here to listen to.
Finish this video, this tape up, and indicate that the Titec microphone is superior in its audio quality for speech. The Webster Chicago mic is terribly muffled when it comes to speech, but the top end is way, really hot on this Titec microphone. So very impressive.
Alright, I had been doing a test with the microphone, and we'll just do another test now that we're at the end of that recording. Let's just plug the mic in here, and let's hit record, and it'll pull both the record and play in at the same time. I'm going to turn the amplifier off because I don't want to have feedback. Alrighty, we are testing the Electra 770 Candid recorder. It's a Japanese recorder manufactured in circa 1964, 63, somewhere in there. Very unusual recorder, and very tiny little tape reels. So let's rewind this tape and listen to our recording. Okay, we'll unplug it so it doesn't play back through the microphone, because it will play back through the microphone. We'll turn the amp on right here, and we'll rewind it. The transport works beautifully. You can see there's a little bit of wobble in the tape, but that's to be expected for something of this age. Okay, let's try and see what it sounds like now.
Alright, I just had to finish this video, this tape up, and indicate that the Titec microphone is superior in its audio quality for speech. The Webster Chicago mic is terribly muffled when it comes to speech, but the top end is way
wow and flutter
on this Titec microphone. So very impressive.
Before, okay, here we go. Here's our recording.
1964, 63, somewhere in there. Very unusual recorder, and very tiny little tape reels.
All right, we don't need to listen to that again. All the original stickers are still here in the lid, which is pretty cool. Shows how to control and how to run the tape through the tape path here. Chrome is still in beautiful condition. This is instructions on ordering different thicknesses and different lengths of tapes and how much playtime you get. I read another website that has very little information on this, but they determined that you could get about 15 minutes in slow motion. So let's turn the amp off, and I want you to see how slow the tape runs in slow. I'm going to crank it all the way over to slow. Now there's the slow version, and I really don't know what the tape speed is, probably around 1 7/8 or 1 3/4, something like that. And then if we speed it up, there's full speed. So you see the difference in the speed of the tape. There's slow. So a couple things. These pull off they're very challenging to pull off because that rubber has swollen. And so I don't like pulling the tapes off and back on. I did record some music on this, and the quality was pretty poor because of the warble, the wow and flutter on the tape. So I won't bother with playing back music. It was really never designed to record music in any case. So this came with a plastic or vinyl carrying case, and it fits pretty well. It's in beautiful condition. An earphone, which works beautifully, and of course the tie-tack microphone, which we just demonstrated. So what do you think? I didn't show you the battery compartment. I guess I could do that. Let you see what kind of batteries it takes to run the tape recorder. It has an automatic volume control recording, so you don't have to worry about overdriving it. And takes 2 AA batteries and a 9-volt battery for the amplifier. So there you go. I would be tickled if you would leave some comments in the about the tape recorder. Let me know what you think. I have another one I stumbled on at eBay for parts, and it's probably not nearly in good condition as this one. So I'll do a video with them side by side. Maybe we'll let them do a race together. But anyway, that's the Electra 770 Candid recorder.